lost. You said, you worked for this, CA, as we all know, is not a easy task to be. You have to complete a set of exams that you have to get there, and you left it all. Did you feel somewhere in your mind, that I have worked this so much for this, and still I'm leaving it? Did you have this in your mind?
In fact, Jack Ma says, do not settle in one thing till the age of 25.
Acha, right,
Do not
yes, yeah.
settle. You just have to explore different things. And you know what? I never take my past life as a reference point. Just because I have put my time and effort to become a chartered accountant, yeah, I should continue doing it for the rest of my life, even if I find something exciting, more exciting than CA. Doesn't make sense. Life begins from today.
Right.
Yesterdays are dead, tomorrows are unborn. What is left with you is today.
That's true, because I feel that people don't judge the other person. I mean, not judge in the wrong way. They don't know whom they're going to work with, whom they are going to focus with. They just go in and say, this person looks to be a good person. Looks being the keyword here. He looks to be a good person. He has good facial structure. He has a good way of talking. He might be a good guy. They go as far as marrying that person, that girl, or that man, and after some time end up saying, this was a mistake. And they don't know how to understand and how to gauge the other person's depth, I would say, and that's one of the things that I feel that people need to know, to understand the other person. Don't judge him for what he is, that's for sure, but gauge his depth. And that's what you're doing, I guess, by looking at his YouTube history, or what kind of thing he's listening to, learning about. That really tells you about a person, for sure.
That I read a beautiful quote in one of the books on relationships. Men are from Mars and women are from Venus, by John Gray. Very famous book. And he said that we look for personality in a marriage, but you have to live with the character for the rest of the life.
Yes, correct. Yeah, right. That's also heard, that you told about this girl that, that called you up at 11 p.m. in the night. She was a blind girl that you found out afterwards. And she told a lot about how she liked it and she was blind and you got goosebumps. Could you tell me a bit about how did you feel that day, that you were impacting this girl who could not see but could listen only, and she was listening to your books? How did you feel that day?
I mean, I still get goosebumps whenever I recollect that incidents. I mean, it's so vividly embossed in my mind. I mean, that night I went to bed as the most satisfied person in this world. I mean, वो satisfaction मेरे को stock market में घंटा कभी नहीं मिला था.
Yes, right. Cool.
No, I felt that, I lost my mother quite when I was quite young. It's almost more than 10 years. And she had donated her eyes after her death. Okay. But I think I'm luckier than my mother that somebody can read books through my eyes while I'm alive. What else can I expect from life? I think that is the power of social entrepreneurship, the power of unselfishness, empowering other people. And I call it as servant leadership. Where,
can you elaborate on this servant leadership?
Servant leadership is less of oneself and more of others. The fact that I am a leader, it means I don't need any separate credit now anymore. Right? Now I don't need any other credit. Yeah. And if I say that Farid works harder than me, I'm not only motivating him, but also gathering more respect from myself, because I don't need any separate credit.
Right.
Yeah. Yes. Right. So that's what servant leadership is all about. Empathy. I think that's the biggest quality a leader needs today. When at the end of the day, the boss meets the employee on the coffee machine and says, "How was your day?"
Yes.
And the guy says, "Yeah, thoda ghar pe problem chal raha hai, jhagde chal rahe."
Right.
Acha, what happened about that email? You did not reply to me.
Yeah. Right.
He did not care about the answer. These are bad leaders. Yeah.
Right. Have you read this book by Simon Sinek?
Yeah.
Leaders Eat Last.
All-time favorite author. Yeah. Start with why, Leaders Eat Last, Infinite Game, Find Your Why.
Yeah. His principles of leadership, his principles of how to lead a team. And when he talks all these software engineers, all these engineers, they grow up and they're good at their work, and that's why they're going up the ladder. They don't know how to be managers. They don't know how to be good at
Yeah.
managing people, understanding people, showing empathy, as you said, with people.
In fact, I
And
came across this phrase called servant leadership in his book. By
heard a
the way,
lot
Farid
about.
is here now. Farid, ek minute aage idhar. So, as I spoke about
Yeah, yeah,
him,
sure. Go ahead.
he
Hi,
is.
hi, Farid. How are you?
So,
कैसा चल रहा है?
I lied that booklet is a team of two. It's actually a team of one and a half.
One hand. Yeah,
Yeah.
yes. Thank you
Okay.
very much. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
How are you? How are you, Farid?
अच्छा चल रहा
कैसा
है
लगता है आपको यहाँ काम करके, आप इनके साथ काम करके, अमृत के साथ काम
कैसे
करके?
लगता है काम करने को यहाँ?
बहुत अच्छा लगता है जब आप लोगों के मेल मैसेज ऐसे आते हैं, कॉल्स, वो पढ़ने के बाद और मोटिवेशन होता है कि वी आर ऐसा कुछ काम कर रहे हैं कि दूसरों की लाइफ में इम्पैक्ट हम क्रिएट कर रहे हैं, तो और मोटिवेशन मिलता है, ना कि खुद का फायदा हो रहा है, दूसरों का भी और कुछ फायदा हो रहा है.
And you know what? Things happen exactly opposite of what was happening in other corporate offices. In the evening when it's 7:30, I have to tell him that come on, go home, and he tries to sit back. It's all ulta. It's all ulta. I have to tell him go to the terrace and do some push-ups.
Right.
No, first preference should be to fitness.
Of course.
It's all about. I think if you work hard on your job,
Right.
you make a living. But if you
Right.
work hard on yourself, you make a fortune.
Great. Yeah, actually, that's true.
Focusing on working on ourselves. And उसमें वो बुकलेट का काम हो जाता है.
हो जाता है, right. आपकी पढ़ने की आदत बढ़ी क्योंकि आप इनके साथ रहते हैं ज्यादा?
बढ़ी, काफी बढ़ गई है.
Many of the people when they talk, mostly he attends the phone calls.
Right.
Farid, the way he speaks, it seems like he is your thinner clone.
Oh, right. Yes, that's true. Yeah. When someone is near you, you really embody what the other guy is doing.
Absolutely. We exchange ideas the whole day, 8 to 10 hours we are together. Discussion, brainstorming, mistakes.
Right.
It has to be there, yeah.
It's like your girlfriend already. Okay. Thank you much, Farid. Thank you.
Bye.
You talked a lot about, your mission. Can you tell me how do you deal with losses like in terms of when you go down? Of course, everyone has this time, when he's frustrated with something or everything is not going well in his life. How do you face with failures or anything of that sort when you're down, when you're not up?
I think my approach towards failure is quite different. In the normal nomenclature, failure is other people's opinion about how you performed.
Right.
That decides whether you're a failure or a success. Right.
Yes.
For me, there is a comparison. I do compare, but not with others, but with my own past performance.
Right.
Here, I don't need any external validation because I have a benchmark of my own past performance.
Yes.
In any facet of life, if yesterday I did 20 push-ups, I should be doing 21. If I drop to 19, I have failed.
One more, just a little more. Yes.
1% improvement every day. Booklet app should be 1% better, more interesting, more innovative than it was 1 month ago. And it should be 1% better 1 month ahead. That's all. I don't care. What are the views and downloads and comments? I don't care about it. Yeah.
Right.
It's all about comparing with your own past performance and everything changes.
Yes, that's true. Comparing yourself with yourself is the best thing to do, right?
There's a Japanese philosophy called Kaizen. The oldest Ferrari mentions about it. Kaizen is nothing but continuous improvement. Yeah.
Okay.
And I firmly believe in it and I work on it.
You have given like 3 TED Talks now. I want to know, how does it feel, standing on the stage, talking to so many people in front of you? Kaisa feeling? How does it feel to you? Did you think about this, when you were failing at that point of time, what does it feel like?
No, I don't know. I think my answer will be quite inconvenient. Somehow I'm in an altered state of mind, maybe because of reading so many books. I've started enjoying the process more than the result. Yes. And even if the result doesn't happen, how does that matter? Because anyway, you are enjoying the process.
Yeah, right. Yes.
And I think TED Talks, media coverages, media interviews, these are all acknowledgement of your achievements, not even achievements. Yeah.
Actually, I feel that it is acknowledgement of how you have been through your process. You have been disciplined through your process. And that's why you achieved this. Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I get thrilled on the incidents of that blind girl.
Yes.
Those are my achievements, I believe.
Yes. Yes.
That
Yes,
time,
yes.
there is an adrenaline rush across.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Abhi TED Talks वगैरह ठीक है, but those are not my achievement. That is because of the process I have been invited to TED Talks, right? So
Right.
that
For sure.
can't be
Yes.
part of my identity. My
Yes.
identity is that I am a crazy book lover who has a burning desire to cultivate the habit of reading amongst the youth of India like you,
Right.
because of my strong belief system that if I'm not reading, I'm not changing. And if I'm not changing, I'm not growing.
I mean, I feel that there's like you're dropping gems on gems now by putting these quotes out. I can form like smaller videos of these things and then put this out there.
I'm known for making summaries. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I'm looking for making somebody, so I can do that for sure. What would be an advice that you would give to yourself, when you were back there again, when you were failing, you were down in 2015 when you had these startups, and also the advice you would give to yourself as a young child, when your brother, used to tell everyone, only bring books, don't bring anything else, don't bring gifts, nothing else, only books, and used to get angry and sad and that. What is the advice that you'll give to that young child who's angry, sad, and to yourself in 2015? What would the advice give to both of these people?
I think on one hand, we say that technology has brought the world together,
Mm-hmm.
but somewhere we have lost the connection with the neighborhood, with the physical world. And I think the biggest of the biggest ideas, innovations, happiness are right there in your neighborhood. Just
Okay.
open the door, enter a neighborhood, and try to solve their problems by helping them. You never know. You'll find a next big idea for a startup, or you'll find the purpose of your life. Trust me,
Mm-hmm.
you will not find it on Google or in Silicon Valley.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
For me, Farid is my Steve Wozniak. I
Yeah.
don't care who's there in Silicon Valley. Yeah, my IT head is my Steve Jobs. He's the
Yes.
best IT guy for me. I don't care if there is a better IT guy in Silicon Valley.
Right.
That's what, acres of diamonds are right there in your backyard.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
just because internet is available, we keep on searching things, far away. Yeah, but
right. Yes.
I'm not against it. Of course,
Yeah.
Google is a blessing,
Mm-hmm.
but our surroundings are full of problems. We are so lucky that India is full of problems. It's
Yeah.
still a
It's a
country.
developing country, right? Yes.
Isn't it an opportunity for us? Yeah.
And to your younger self, when you were very young.
Younger self, I wish that I would have looked at education differently. I really feel bad that just because I was a topper, I used to downgrade the other
Ah,
children who did not score
yes.
as much, and I feel so bad today
Yeah.
that there is nothing. They were not lesser than me. It was just that I was better in one part of life, and they were fast runners than me. But nobody gave them that recognition because
Mm.
sports is not considered as a top priority in schools.
Yes.
And when
Right.
I look back, I really feel bad about it. That I used to boast about my marks and used to
Mm.
downgrade them, and then their parents used to compare them with me, and
Ah,
I used to feel great about it as an innocent child.
yes.
But today, when I look back, really, tears roll down my cheeks that I
Mm.
was so wrong. So I wish I
Yes.
go back and rectify this mistake.
I feel I don't know, somehow I feel specifically in the neighborhood I've been or how I've been brought up, we have this habit of comparison a lot, I feel. And with the people around us, this guy got 100 in this maths test, look at what he does, be like him, and always following that one person who is on the top of the class, and I feel that people have these innate capabilities that are being pushed down because of this. Someone is a very good writer, maybe someone is a very good singer, or he's a good artist, and just because we're running that rat race, that follow this guy, he was the best, because I guess this is much more driven by the thing we have in our mindset called security in terms of money, security in terms of knowledge, security in terms of future, that and we do not know what would become of a person who is a writer. we do not know of what will become of a person who is a singer, let's say. We
Maybe a
always,
DJ artist, or there are
yeah,
so many new professions come up. A
yes,
DJ mixer, a remix guy, and whatnot.
yeah,
Tattoo
right.
designer.
Tattoo
These
design.
are all serious professions today.
I feel that's one of the reasons, we have this mentality of pushing everyone down. Or how do you remember what you're reading? How do you, remember what you're reading? Because I tend to forget a lot. How do you remember what you're reading? Do you remember it? Do you read it again and again, or what do you do?
Sure. Let me first talk about the myth. There is nothing called photographic memory.
Yeah,
ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. Even Swami Vivekananda did not have a photographic memory. It is impossible कि एक बार कुछ पढ़ा और याद रह गया.
yeah,
Our brain doesn't have that innate intelligence. Let's be
yes,
very clear.
right.
Thanks for asking this question. That gives me an opportunity to talk about habit number 5 from my
Sure, yeah,
book,
go ahead. Yeah,
7 Habits of Highly Effective.
7 habits of highly effective.
Yeah. Often I get to see, I usually borrow books from my friends just to save money. As I said, I'm a social entrepreneur. So I see whenever they start reading books,
Mhm.
they take so many weapons with them. A black pen, a blue pen, red pen, rubber, scale, pencil, then that orange highlighter and fluorescent green highlighter.
Yes,
ये सब लेके बैठेंगे,
right.
and then they will highlight so much on each page that the non-highlighted part looks like highlighted.
Yeah, yes,
So
yes, yeah. Mhm.
don't remember by decorating a book. उसे book अच्छा लगेगा एकदम मस्त colorful. The best way to remember what you read is to read and discuss.
Read and discuss.
Read and discuss. Discuss what? Not the summary,
Mhm.
not the critical appraisal of the author, not the review. One big idea that shattered your mind, that forced you to replace old belief with a new one,
Mhm.
you know, old
Yes,
assumption with a new one.
yes, yes, yes.
It had a paradigm shift. Oh, I never thought. I used to feel that introverts are dumb people.
Mm-hmm.
But when I read the book Quiet by Susan
Correct.
Cain,
Mm-hmm.
she said that the ability, the quality of an idea and the ability to express that idea has nothing to do with each other. And I felt like
Okay.
a tight slap that I was so wrong when it came to introvert people. Now I look at them differently, more empathetically, make them open up and
Yes.
speak because they have as great ideas as I have, but oratory skills have nothing to do with the quality of ideas in their heads. Yeah. And
Right.
so discuss one, two, three big ideas with your friend with a lot of passion in
Mm-hmm.
order to generate curiosity in him so that he
Yes.
asks to borrow the book from you, you lend it proudly to him. Then you ask smart questions that what are the top 3 learnings from your book? And this is how you live the book through by exchanging ideas. You revisit the book without rereading it because
Right.
repetition is the friend of memory.
Again, repetition is the friend of memory. Right.
Absolutely.
Yes.
The more
And
you
discussing is the
yes,
key.
yes.
Discussing
Whatever
is the key.
ideas I've been discussing since we are talking, they all were big ideas from books. I've been revising them while talking
Yes.
to you. I'm
Yeah.
living those books. You don't
Right.
read and implement, you live the books.
Lift the books.
I've talked about so many ideas from different books so much that they have become part of my character now. That has become my own book.
Yeah.
What is more important? The ideas from that book or to remember the name of the book and the author? Sometimes I
Ideas.
don't even recollect the name of the author, but I know I am living those ideas.
Yes. Yeah.
Don't you think the author will be much happier for that?
Yes, of course. Yes. It would be happier for him to know that, you understood the content and you embody that content much more than knowing his name, or let's say what his title was or whatever. I guess, Amrut, we are almost at time here. Thank you very much for doing this. Can you tell me how people connect to you and how can anyone connect to you if they want to?
Oh, yeah, sure. So, as you must have watched my TED talk,
Yeah.
that I started the mission on WhatsApp long ago, 4.5 years
Yes.
ago. I
Yeah.
still share book summaries on WhatsApp. So, all our viewers can note my WhatsApp number. It's 9594 7000777. I repeat, 9594 7000777. And of course, there is booklet app.
I put that in the description also, this number for you.
Yeah, there are no irritating ads, no subscription fees, no donation button. I just want you to read. That's all.
Right.
I don't even care if you download booklet app or not. if today, after listening to the booklet guy, Abhay Goyal gets inspired and reads 5 pages before going to bed
Yes.
tonight, I declare mission accomplished. Whether he downloads booklet app or not, because I don't stand for booklet app or book summaries. They are just stupid excuses to keep books relevant in your daily routine, to evoke that curiosity in you.
Right.
Yeah, stand for the higher purpose of reading habit. Yeah,
Yes.
you can also get in touch with me through my email ID. It's bookletguy@gmail.com. If you want to get involved in the activities of mission,
Yes.
you are welcome. We have some very interesting activities, of course, around books, some future innovative
Right.
projects, which will be part
Projects.
of
Yeah.
booklet app very soon.
Okay, great. I will put all of these in the summary in this description. Thank you very much, Amrut, for
Thank
doing
you
this.
so much. Really enjoyed.